Good day, Tyler Sauve here. I wanted to pick up the camera and share something with you guys. I just got off the phone with a good friend of mine whose son is learning how to drive. And I know there's many of you out there who are in that same situation. And I figured I'd share some of the wisdom that I instilled from my mother, who was, as I was in high school learning how to drive, a professional driving instructor. So some different tips and tricks that I picked up from her. One, when you're in an empty parking lot, because that's usually the way you should be teaching your children how to drive, much safer than out on the road, at least until they feel more comfortable with it. One, even going to a dollar store, pick up some pylons or bright orange markers of some kind, some sort of a barrier or marker. Lay them down, space them out, and so do what's called the serpentine, right? This is where you weave in and out between the pylons, getting used to handling the vehicle without driving over these pylons. And again, this is where the dollar store is great, because if you do drive over it and you break it, you lost $1, right? Maybe have that be a fine to the child, whatever. Once you get comfortable going forward, take it to the next level and do it backwards, right? Reverse through those serpentines. The other thing that's nice is if it's a parking lot that has the lines, like regular parking spot that has the parking spaces, get them driving up to a certain speed, right? Maybe start at 20 kilometers an hour, 30 kilometers an hour, 40 kilometers an hour. Choose a line, right? Visualize it, pick it, and maybe even set out markers, but you don't want the driver to know which line you're going to choose. Once you've crossed that line, scream stop, and then count how many parking spots did it take for them to come to a complete stop. Right? You can go out there, you can even buy chalk, would be a great one. Write a bunch of numbers on the side of it, and when you get to the number that you said, be like, oh, number 7. Slam on the brakes. Obviously, they slam on the brakes, you scream stop, and then count how many past 7 did it take for them to stop. Just kind of shows them their reaction speed. This is also going to help because one of my pet peeves, I know, is tailgaters. And I know I'm not the only one, as per the bumpers that are out there, the ones that say, do you follow Jesus this closely, etc. When you're driving, there should be a 4-second space. So what that means is when the vehicle in front of you passes any sort of marker, right? It could be a line on the road, a tar line, a street post, whatever. When it crosses that line, start counting. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. Now you should cross that marker as well. If you are within those 4 seconds, and obviously that distance is going to change based on your speed. If you're doing 30 kilometers an hour, 4 seconds is going to be much closer than if you're doing 120 kilometers an hour, right? So having that 4-second gap is important. Are people going to cut in and take up that space? Absolutely, 100% they are, right? You are not responsible for other bad drivers. The time to be in a rush to get wherever you're going is before you get behind the wheel. Once you get behind the wheel, it takes however long it takes. Allow for that time. Don't try to beat the GPS like some people do, okay? Once you have that set, people are going to cut you off. That new person that's in front of you, do that 4-second count. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Let other people come in if need be. Is this going to irritate some people? Yes. And these are the people that are probably going to get into high-speed collisions, right? It's the safest way to drive. And be aware, people are going to come at you from every single angle, the front, the sides, the back. Always be aware of what's around you. That was another exercise that my mom did that I really like, is commentary. So while you're driving, talk about every single potential danger that's out there. While I see a car coming up behind me, I see the person over the left, I see the kid playing with the basketball, I see the dog over there, and just simply articulate what it is that within your view. What do you see? And so then the person that's in the car with you knows that you know. Right? Obviously, don't drive like this all the time because that's annoying. But when somebody's trying to teach you how to drive, it's great to say, hey, these are my observations. So anyways, those are a few different tips figured I'd share. Obviously, I'm going to send this to the person who I just had the phone call with as a fun little reminder because they were driving as we were talking. And again, talk on Bluetooth, don't hold your phone, and ideally, don't talk at all while driving, but that's up to you. Definitely go hands-free if you're going to. Big believer in that. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.